Let's jump right into today's explainer. We're diving into the image machine, America's modern conquest. We're going to unpack a really gritty, investigative look at what is arguably the greatest illusion of our modern era. We're peeling back the curtain on an industry that's operating right in front of your eyes, 24/7, manipulating exactly how you think and feel.
Seriously? Just sit with this for a second. What if the life you admire was literally never real? What if the icons you look up to, the flawless relationships you might be envious of, and those candid, super relatable moments you consume every single day are actually part of a highly engineered, reality-bending matrix? Well, today we are completely decoding the Hollywood PR machine.
Section 1. The Modern Roman Empire, a new kind of conquest.
To really understand how this machine got so incredibly powerful, we kind of need to zoom out. Think about it. Since 1776, America's history has been all about relentless physical expansion, right? From explorers mapping the continent to pioneers pushing west, it was a story of physical conquest. But today, the country has earned the name the Modern Roman Empire for a totally different reason. The conquest isn't about claiming land anymore, and it sure doesn't happen on a traditional battlefield. It operates on screens. It is quite literally a conquest of global minds through exported culture. Section 2. The Hollywood Image Machine, manufacturing icons.
And look, the absolute apex of this modern empire is Hollywood. But here is the catch. Hollywood studios manufacture celebrity images as commercial products, not as actual human beings. We are being sold a complete illusion. You know, we see the glittering red carpets, the tearful award speeches, the charity galas, and those seemingly candid paparazzi shots of a star just grabbing a coffee. But what it actually is, it's a carefully constructed commercial brand designed to sell. Nothing is accidental. Every single thing is manufactured to make you feel a specific emotion, so you'll buy a product, stream a song, or believe a narrative. The shiny exterior is a total fabrication.
And creating that fabrication, it takes an absolute army. Every major celebrity has what we can call the reality team. And we aren't just talking about a manager and an agent here. Actually, scratch that. It's way bigger than that. We're talking about a massive corporate infrastructure. Publicists, brand strategists, social media managers, stylists, image consultants, and get this, even psychologists. This entire team wakes up every single morning with one singular objective: to control your perception of their client. They keep the celebrity strictly on brand under immense pressure. When a star randomly posts a photo holding a new drink, that's a calculated multi-million-dollar brand deal. When they magically show up to a disaster relief fundraiser, that was mapped out weeks in advance by the publicist to maximize positive press.
Section 3. The true price of fame. The brutal contract.
Because creating that shiny product comes with an incredible human cost. Fame comes with a contract, and honestly, the terms are brutal. There's a saying, you don't own your face anymore. And it's so true. You don't own your story. Some days, you don't even own your own opinions. A studio tells you exactly what roles to take, a label dictates your sound, and a PR team feeds you the apology you need to read off a teleprompter after a scandal, even if you're the one who was wronged. The contract of fame literally strips these individuals of their authentic lives.
So, the really crucial takeaway here is that they sold their lives for work pressure, unimaginable work pressure. They hide their real life and they show fake things. They are forced to bury their actual struggles and project this entirely fabricated existence. They are out there smiling for the flashing cameras on a red carpet while actively falling apart inside. They're told to post love and light on social media when they're actually in the middle of a severe mental health crisis. They turn their very real human pain into our passing entertainment, all because that is exactly what the machine demands.
Section 4. The Showman Strategy. Weaponizing romance. And it gets crazier, because this machine doesn't just manufacture individuals, it manufactures human connection. Enter the showmance. For those who don't know, a showmance is a romantic relationship that is partly or sometimes entirely a PR strategy designed to generate buzz and keep names in the news cycle. The industry literally weaponizes romance and human connection to make their subjects more watchable and relatable. We follow the drama, we pick sides, we stream the breakup songs, completely forgetting that these relationships are being packaged and sold to us just like a movie. And there is a perfectly timed narrative to this. It's like clockwork. Step 1, a massive new movie or album is announced. Step 2, miraculously, the two co-stars or collaborating artists are suddenly spotted holding hands. Step 3, the buzz and headlines completely explode, providing millions of dollars in free marketing. And then Step 4, the timed breakup, right after the project drops, or, conveniently, right when one of them needs to bury a bad news cycle. It is an absolute masterclass in engineered distraction.
Section 5. Performing for the algorithm, the 24/7 persona.
Now, if the old school PR machine wasn't exhausting enough, the digital age has just poured gasoline on the fire. Think about social media before all this. A celebrity could vanish between projects. They could go home, step out of the spotlight, and actually be a human being for a minute. But now, they are forced to perform 365 days a year. If they log off, it becomes a headline. Silence is treated as suspicious. They are trapped in this constant state of performance, forced to feed an algorithm that aggressively rewards controversy, extreme beauty, and drama.
Because of this relentless pressure, every single interaction you see is curated. That quote-unquote raw emotional post uploaded at 2 a.m., yeah, it was reviewed and approved by the PR team first. That super down-to-earth reply to a fan, written by a social media manager. That brave, no makeup, vulnerable selfie, it was carefully filtered and selected from a batch of 40 different shots. You really have to remember, you are not seeing in person. You are seeing a persona, and that persona is always for sale.
Section 6. Breaking the illusion. Waking up.
So we really have to question the underlying structure of this entire cultural empire. We see the celebrities, we see the publicists doing damage control, but we have to stop and ask ourselves, who's really pulling the strings here? Who benefits most when a celebrity's image is perfectly polished? Or conversely, when their personal tragedy becomes a global trending topic? Let's look past the famous faces for a second and identify the true power players.
Well, here they are, the ultimate puppet masters. We're talking about hedge funds that own massive entertainment conglomerates, major record labels, Hollywood studios, television networks, and the massive corporate brands writing the checks. These unseen entities, they decide who gets cast and who gets blacklisted. They decide whose stories are amplified and whose are totally buried. And they make these decisions based entirely on one thing: profit. If a scandal makes money, hey, it's a career moment. If it loses money, the celebrity is quickly discarded. The machine just chews them up, spits them out, and moves right on to the next product.
But here's why all of this actually matters to you. The machine only runs if you keep watching, clicking, liking, and caring. You are the fuel. You're the reason this entire Roman Empire of Hollywood even exists. And while you might not be able to dismantle the corporate system overnight, you hold the ultimate power here. You can choose how you interact with this engineered media. You can enjoy a movie without worshiping the actor. You can listen to the music without buying into the fabricated persona. Once you see the machine for what it is, you take your power back.
Which brings us to one final, completely unavoidable reality. These people sold their authentic lives, endured crushing work pressure, and traded their reality for a glittering illusion, all to capture your attention. They gave it all up for you. So the real question is, what are you going to do with it? Keep that in mind the next time you open your feed. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep questioning what you see.